Welcome, guys, to episode 1 of my Madden 26 franchise. If you guys saw the thumbnail, and if you're looking at the screen now, we are going to be doing the New York Jets. The Jets. Last year, I did the Saints. I didn't get very far. I only got through like halfway through the season. But this time, we're going to try to be doing a full franchise here with the Jets. For me, it was between the Jets or the Browns, and I really wanted to do the Jets because, the Jets and the Browns are kind of like on the same tier of teams, teams that have been garbage for most of my life, or if not all of my life. They've had their moments here and there, but mostly they've been garbage. And I just wanted to do the Jets because, I don't know. I just chose the Jets. Felt like Jets would have been interesting. It's an interesting team. They got obviously, some of the top players at their position. They got Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams. They have Garrett Wilson. They even have some young talent like Olu Fashanu, Elijah Vera Tucker. Um, what was the other tackle? The other tackle. I can't remember his name. But this should be a fun team. Outside of that, they don't really have much. Obviously, the biggest addition was signing Justin Fields, so I believe a 3-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. We should see how that plays out in this franchise, but let's go ahead and get a quick look at this Jets team. All right, and we are going to be creating a new coach here. They have some new coach types. They have offensive guru, defensive genius, or developmental wizard. So offense guru is obviously going to be more tailored towards the offense. Defense, obviously, sort of defense. Development wizard, ability similar to Dan Campbell. I think we're gonna go with developmental wizard. Player development is gonna be huge. That's how the best teams are the best teams because they can develop the guys they draft and find gems late in draft and can turn some of the not so good players into some of the best players at their position. We're gonna go with developmental wizard here for my coach build. All right, here is your head coach of the New York Jets. There's Logan Hedden. That's the guy that looks the most like me, I guess. So we're not gonna that. We're gonna stick with the Jets' offensive and defensive playbook. If I don't like, I can just switch it up. Here, you guys, look at the drip. Look at the drip. Hold on, can I zoom out? There we go. Look at that drip. T-shirt, shorts, and some regular Walmart shoes. Okay, so this game has a lot more depth and went into like the coaching style side of it. Obviously, we're a developmental wizard. We have most of our points into player development. Some of the starting abilities we have head of the class, talent developer, scout squad, eagle eye, air raid pistol play sheet. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to this new stuff. All right, a look at the settings here. This is the second start. These could change, obviously. We're going to go with all Madden simulation, 10-minute quarters, 17-second minimum play clock time, home field advantage on, off. I might turn that on. If I remember what it was in previous Maddens, it was like really OP and kind of glitchy, so I'm just going to turn that off for right now. I have trade difficulty on hard. I have free agent motivation impact on very high. It makes it a little bit harder because I feel like in Madden you can make a pretty good team in like two off seasons. So just make it a little bit more difficult. Relocation settings, let's do everyone can relocate. Wear and tear on. We're gonna have all this stuff on. Progressive fatigue, I guess, is off because if you turn it on, it turns wear and tear off. And I'm gonna want to have wear and tear on. Touch fire, CPU only. So yeah, those are the settings. All right, we're quickly going to go over the roster here a little bit. At starting quarterback, this was the big offseason move that the Jets made, was signing Justin Fields from the Steelers. Here in the game, he's a 74 overall, 26 years old. Um, Obviously, we know he's got the speed. He's more of a runner than a passer type of quarterback. Obviously, he can pass a little bit, but he's more of a runner. They signed him to it was a 2-year, $31 million deal. So it's only I thought it was like a 3-year, 60 for some reason, but no, they didn't sign him that big of a contract. But we'll see how we can do. If there's a quarterback in the draft and we have a high enough pick to take a player, to take him, we're probably going to take him. Justin Fields. If I play really good with him, we could keep him. But again, he's only 2 years. Backup is mentor Tyrod Taylor. And then third string quarterback is undrafted rookie Brady Cook from Missouri. I don't know. My expectations are Fields. We're definitely going to utilize speed. Use read options, rollouts, that type of stuff, getting out of the pocket. Moving on to running back, they have Breece Hall, who's on the final year of his rookie deal. They have Braylon Allen, second year running back from Wisconsin, Isaiah Davis, Donovan Edwards, college football 25 cover athlete, Zach Evans, Kenny Nwangu. Yeah, Breece Hall. I like Breece Hall. And Matt E's pretty good in real life. It's not looking like he's going to be that amazing in real life, but here in the game, he's got 93 speed, 84 overall, 24 years old. He still has some room to develop. Yeah, this is the final year of his deal, so we'll see how he does. They do have Braylon Allen, who I was a fan of. He's a big back, 6'1", 235 out of Wisconsin. He's also only 21 years old. Isaiah Davis, Donovan Edwards, second Kenny Wong, who's also got pretty good speed. Fullback, they have Andrew Beck. Don't really know too much about him, but he's a fullback. Wide receiver, they have Garrett Wilson, who they signed to a massive extension just recently. He is by far, and it's not even close, the Jets' top weapon and going to be our top weapon. He's 86 superstar dev, 25 years old. Okay, they didn't get his extension here in the game, so I'll see if I can try to get that into the game. But outside of Garrett Wilson, it's not looking good. Alan Lazard, kind of one of those guys that's still from the Rodgers era that Rodgers wanted. He's here, I guess. Josh Reynolds is a nice little receiver. Xavier Gibson, I believe, was an undrafted rookie free agent. He's a pretty good returner. They have Malachi Corley, who they drafted, I want to say, like third round out of Western Kentucky. Yeah, first pick in the third round out of Western Kentucky. They have Tyler Johnson, Arian Smith, who's a rookie with 94 speed. So, we do have some speedsters down here with him, and Demiri Miller. We have Brandon Smith, Iowa guy. So outside of Wilson, it's just a bunch of guys. Maybe we could have something there in Gibson or something there with Arian Smith. I don't know. Not a huge fan of Lazard. Not a big fan of Reynolds either. Tight end, they have the rookie tight end Mason Taylor from LSU. I think he might have hidden dev here. He only has normal dev, but he's 6'5", 246, 83 speed, 82 catching. I do like to throw to my tight ends quite a bit, so he's probably going to become pretty good in this. Jeremy Ruckert, last year of his deal, type tight end. Stone Smart. They have Zach Kuntz, who's 6'7", with 85 speed, so he's a pretty tall, fast guy. We'll see who could be the starter or backup tight end. The offensive line. They have a pretty solid young offensive line. Olu Fashanu, the first-round pick last year from Penn State, is a 75 overall, 22-year-old superstar dev left tackle, which is going to be a theme for this offensive line. Just a bunch of young guys who have very high ceilings. Yeah, he's got superstar dev, 22 years old. Should be a monster for us, hopefully. Carter Warren, left guard. John Simpson, who's I think the oldest starter on the offensive line, but he's still very good. He's an 82 overall left guard. He should be serviceable for a while. At center, you have Joe Tittman, third year starting center from Wisconsin. Like I said, our offensive line's solid right now in terms of Madden. I don't know how it is in real life, but in Madden, it's pretty solid right now. Right guard, we have Elijah Vera Tucker, 84 overall, 26-year-old right guard. And then at right tackle, you have the rookie first-round pick, Armand Membu. So we hopefully should have both of the tackle spots secured for the future. He's got 89 strength. He's got 81 pass block power, 83 pass block finesse. He should become a monster. The only spot we might have to worry about is left guard, but even John Simpson's still a decent age, 28. Yeah, this offensive line looks pretty good. Don't see us having to do too much work on the offensive line. Moving to the defense, at left edge rusher, they have Will McDonald, third year left end from Iowa State. You have the rookie Tyler Barron from Miami. Will McDonald, hopefully he can develop in a pretty good right edge. They have Jermaine Johnson, Michael Clements, Rashad Weaver. You know, not the greatest edge rushers in Madden, but they're fine. You know, it's not like, we have to go out and draft the edge rusher, or we have to go out and sign an edge rusher. D tackle, we have one of the best D tackles in the game, Quinn Williams, Derek Nadi. Outside of Quinn Williams, it's not very good. I mean, Nadi's, I think, a 1 year guy, but he's a decent overall for now. Um, Sam, apparently we don't have a Sam linebacker. Mike linebacker is Jamian Sherwood. Francisco Mauigoa, rookie from Miami. At will, we have Quincy Williams, who's our best linebacker at 82 overall, 29 years old. Corner, we have Sauce Gardner, 95 overall, X Factor, 25-year-old corner. Outside of that, it's not great. Michael Carter, Brandon Stevens. You do have Ezariah Thomas, who was a pick from Florida State. He only has 86 speed, so he's not very fast for a corner. Probably will end up being our slot corner due to his low speed. Maybe he could be an good outside corner. He's got a 7'9" press. I don't know. We'll see what he can do with him. We'll probably put him outside slot. Free safety, they have Andre Cisco. They signed from the Jaguars. Strong safety is Tony Adams. A kicker, they have Harrison Mevis. Punter is Austin McNamara. Long snapper, they actually have long snapper. His They just have a stat that's called long snap, okay, which is a bad. We have draft picks. We have our first, second. We do not have our third round pick, but we have three extra sixth from Denver, Baltimore, Buffalo, but we do not have our seventh. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks, which is the amount you want, but we don't have a third. We also don't have a seventh. So yeah, this team, it's they're probably not going to be very good this year in real life. In Madden, their team's not very good, but they do have some guys at key positions, like Sauce Gardner, Quinn Williams, Garrett Wilson. They have a solid young offensive line. Um, they have, yeah, both tackle spots locked up. They have some solid players, but they don't really have a good enough team. In real life, this team's probably winning about 7 games, I would think. Maybe this is the year that Justin Fields finally puts it all together. But in terms of Madden, not a good team. A very top three player heavy team. Wilson, Williams, and Gardner. But we're gonna try to take this team from the bottom and bring them all the way up to a Super Bowl here. We have some extra stuff here. We have approval ratings at 50, some of the approval breakdown. I'm gonna try to solve this while I'm doing this, and I might try to watch some YouTube videos on how all this works. But right now, I'm just gonna kind of let it be. In this episode, we're probably just gonna play the moments of all three preseason games. Get through the preseason so we can get to the regular season here very soon. But we do have a bunch of stuff to do. We have training camp, coach interview, storylines, and stuff. So we'll start with training camp here. All right, so we're here in training camp. We do have some new here. Bucket drop. I've tried this one and I have no idea how it works. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. Pocket presence. They have removed some. Okay, I know there was 2 DB ones. There was 2 wide receiver ones. So we'll do. I don't know. I don't want to do bucket drop because I don't know how it works. And so if I don't know how it works, I'm just gonna throw Brady Cook out there, I guess. Okay. Yeah, this one is. I'm just not even gonna try to do that. Well, sorry, Brady Cook. I threw you just in this one because I didn't know what to do and I didn't want to waste Justin Fields' thing. So I guess we're just gonna go out with a 0. We're gonna do pocket presence here with Justin Fields. We don't get gold, but I'll take silver. Okay. That one was on a good streak and then I ran into some, but we'll take that. So we get 1 skill point. We'll do closing rush quarters here. We're gonna do this one with Brees Hall. All right, this time we get gold. I had to redo that once because I was so close, so I figured might as well redo it. All right, and then we get +1 skill point for him. We'll do wide receiver red zone attack. Who do I do for this one? Arian Smith. This guy was the guy from Georgia who dropped everything. He has hidden dev. I did not know he had hidden. All right, we'll use him. I didn't know he had hidden dev. All right, maybe it gets me a little excited for this guy. All right, that one was kind of tough. The quarterback for holy shit. The quarterback for some reason just like decides to throw it as high as he can on some of those passes, so it's out of the zone. But I guess I'll take bronze for that one. You get 2,000 XP. We'll do pocket protector here. Let's do. Oh, we can do our long snapper. Should we do our long snapper? Let's do Armand Membu. Oh my gosh, we got gold in that one. That one was. I was locked in for that one. I'm not failing these offensive lineman drills. Come on. +1 skill point. Trench battle long haul. Okay. This one's for edge rushers or linebackers. Who should we do? Is there anybody else in here I didn't know is hidden? Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson. We'll try Jermaine Johnson, I guess. Bang. All right. Easy gold there for Jermaine Johnson. Oh my gosh. No way. We just got a dev trait increase for Jermaine Johnson already. Dude, I think I got a total of one of these all last year, and I've already gotten one here in Madden 26. So I guess Jermaine Johnson is a superstar dev edge rusher now. Okay, so maybe we got something there in Jermaine Johnson. Maybe he could become the next really good linebacker or edge rusher. All right, we gotta do chase and tack. I guess we'll do Quincy Williams here for this one. This one I tried and I sucked at, so we'll see how I do on this one here. All right, we'll get bronze on this one here. All right, DB battle here. Who should we do DB battle with? I think we gotta do with Ezra Thomas here. Also, this is another one I really am bad at because I can't use her. So why would I be good this one? Coverage sack. All right, that did nothing. I don't want to do that one. I hate that one. Oh, field accuracy here with Harrison Mevis. And this one is, oh, we almost had that target. All right, we'll get silver here for Mevis. He gets skill point, and then we'll do coffin corner with Aston. Holy shit, Austin McNamara. All right, we get bronze there for Austin McNamara. But that is training camp here. New like cinematics here, so we'll check out this coach interview one here.
The dawn of a new season brings the dawn of a new era for this franchise. There's a new coach in charge, tasked with guiding this team to the peak of the NFL. For someone
Here I am strutting through the locker, the building.
First interview will set the stage for a career to come.
My shirts and shorts. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I like that addition. Coach, a big reason you were hired was your ability to develop talent and get the most out of your players. What area will you focus on first? Firsts. Okay. Training camp, focus players, developing the quarterback, finding scheme fits. So we already did training camp, so I don't know if we should do that one. Focus players, developing the quarterback. I don't know if Justin Fields is my guy, so I'm not all in on Justin Fields. I'm finding scheme fits. Let's do the focus players. Let's do focus players. There's some great players on this roster, and we not only have to focus on those players, but make sure that time is spent well on their development. We got an ability unlocked. All right, shifting on the field. Which side of the ball of will your identity shine through the most? Now, more of an offensive guy. I like the wide receivers. I like the tight ends. I'm gonna go through offense. I'm gonna go offense. More an offense guy. Okay, and where on the offense? I'm gonna go receivers. Big receiver guy. Big receiver guy. Big wide receiver guy. I enjoy precision, and that's something I'm going to demand from our receivers every time they run their routes. Wide slot play sheet awarded. Okay, and lastly, coach, what will give you an advantage over other coaches in this league? We get innovative play calling, scouting prospects, developing offensive defense. We're gonna go scouting prospects. Drafting well is the key to long-term success. We're gonna find the right guys in those rounds where other teams can't. We're getting a bunch of abilities here, but I can't see them because my face cam's in the way. Thanks, everyone. I'm really excited for this year. And go Jets. You couldn't have been like Jets, 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 Jets. I know that's the Jets thing. So that's a pretty cool little cinematic thing. We also have position battles, trainer talk. See what this position battle could be. What position could it be? Could it be like wide receiver 2,
Some
cornerback
turmoil
2?
threatens their roster in the early season. A challenge has been made for a top spot on the depth chart. Competition breeds success, but coaches will decide how far the competition goes.
All right, we'll see who it is this time, coach. It's me. Surprised you're not in pads. We got practice in a few. This is Mason Taylor. Before we get into it, I wanted to talk about my place on the depth chart. I believe I'm the best tight end on this team. You're the number one tight end in the roster, so I like I'd like a chance to start this year. What do you think? You're not ready to start preseason strong. We'll talk after. You gotta start the preseason strong. We're gonna say start preseason strong here. First game of preseason, you need to show out before we even consider it. Haul in a TD and get less 4 catches. That should be an easy preseason game. I expect nothing less. Whatever I need to do, coach. If you can give me the drives, I'll prove myself a starter. I don't think you have any really competition at tight end. Whatever. We have trainer talk about team health. What does our trainer want? This is Coach Keen. Hey, Coach Hedden. Wanted to discuss managing player health for the upcoming season. As players take punishment during each game, that wear will cause their health start to diminish. Attributes may be affected and injuries more likely to occur. Okay, tell me more. Thanks for providing more attention on that. Wear and tear during the game. Where do you fit in? Each week, we evaluate every player's overall health and give them a status to help you manage your lineups. During the week, it will be up to you to decide what your team's plan and utilize your staff's abilities. After practice, we'll give you each player's final status. This determines their availability for the upcoming game. I like to make sure you keep status in mind when we're setting up weeks. And what do you mean by abilities? There's a lot of new abilities in the coaching. It's a lot more coaching focused this year than was last year. Abilities allow us to adapt how you can play for the team. We can focus on the player's health during the week, during games, or their week-to-week recovery. New abilities can unlock or improve over time and can be changed week to week. Let us know the plan during the next weekly strategy. Thanks, Cameron. Appreciate the insight. Look forward to working with you this year. Okay. So there's a lot more coach stuff here. We'll look at weekly strategy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here in weekly strategy now. All right. We have coach abilities, game day and season abilities, and wear and tear abilities. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to look at here. There is a lot of stuff to look at here. A lot of stuff to look at. Play sheet loadout. Do I only get one play sheet? It's preseason. I won't worry too much about this stuff. But once we go to the regular season, I will learn how to do this. We're going to go half pads. Focus players. I guess we'll keep these the same for this year. I won't do the mini games. So we'll just simulate training here. Wear and tear. Looks like there's nobody getting any wear and tear. Okay. We have some upgrades here for some players. We have one for a lot of guys. So we'll do Brees Hall. We're going to go power back here. He does go up to an 85. He gets +1 awareness, break tackle, carrying, and stiff arm. Next guy is the new superstar dev edge rusher Will Johnson. We're just gonna go power rusher here. He gets +1 awareness, +3 power moves, and an ability slot. We'll do strip specialist. We'll do defensive rally here. Defensive rally and strip specialist seems good for Jermaine Johnson there. Armand Membu, the first round pick tackle out of Missouri. I've been doing a lot here. Trust me, guys, we will get to the game. We'll play the moments here in preseason. I think we'll just go with agile, keep him a scheme fit here. So he goes up to a 78 overall, gets +3 impact, +4 lead, +3 to the pass block, +1 to pass block finesse. Oh, and now we have Justin Fields. I definitely want to get his accuracy up. I think his speed stuff is good. I'm gonna go. Let's go field general for Justin Fields. That's funny. He gets +1 awareness and +2 to throw accuracy mid. That gets him at 80 at every single throwing stat there. We have Harrison Mevis, 96 kick power. Yes, I wouldn't mind going power, see if we can get +1 kick power at least. Okay, we get +1 kick accuracy, not bad, I guess. Elsa McNamara, I guess I'll probably just go power too. He does get +1 kick power. He's got 94 now. So I'll upgrade these guys here. Okay, since we can't go into the game because we don't have a Sam linebacker, turns out there's no Sam linebackers in free agency, so I guess we're gonna have to sign. We're gonna sign Kaiser White. He's gonna be, I guess, our Sam linebacker here. So that's gonna be our first signing. I mean, we have to sign somebody, so we're gonna move him to Sam. All right, here we are in the first. Just ignore the commentaries. I'm gonna turn these guys off because they're kind of annoying. But we're going to play the moments here against the Packers. We have a red zone alert. Let's play the moments here, see what we can do. All right, we're here. First time playing Madden 26. We're at the 12. We're going to start the run here. To Breece Hall. Breece Hall! Big open gap right in the middle of the field. Gets 9 yards there. We're going to try to run again. This time we're going to motion Alan Lazard over to the left to get an extra blocker here. To give to Breece Hall, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It looked like, I don't know if that was Kenny Clark there. Threw down that lineman, but doesn't matter. Yeah, Kenny Clark threw down. That was probably Joe Tippmann. But it doesn't matter. Breece Hall does the headstand. It is in the end zone for the touchdown. Nice way to start preseason. All right, we're here on defense. Less than 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Obviously, the starters play first quarter. It's a screen. Tries to make the tackle, but forced him out of bounds. Gain of 2. The starters play first quarter. Backups play second, third, and fourth. So we'll see some of our backups here in this game. We're going to see guys like Tyrod Taylor, Donovan Edwards, maybe. All right, it's 3rd down and 9 here for the defense. Love's got time. Love's going to try to run. Love has an open field in the middle. Touchdown, Packers. We were doubling their wide receiver 1s and 2s. Nobody thought of Jordan Love there. Trust me, guys, it's not going to be that easy in regular season. I'm just seeing what works and what doesn't. And that clearly doesn't work. All right, 3rd down and 3. We're here with the backups. We have Taylor, we have Corley, we have Gibson Smith. We're going to hit Braylon Allen out of the backfield. Gets hit. Holy shit. Got fucking smoked. Who forced that fumble? That was an insane hit. Insane hit. Who was that? Was that Javon Bullard? Oladapo. I have no idea who that is, but rocked Braylon Allen. Fumbles the ball. Defense needs help again here. Packers, after the fumble, are driving down the field. They're at the 17. They're going to start with a run to Marshawn Lloyd. That goes nowhere. That's Isaiah Oliver. It's now 2nd and 11 for Green Bay. Preseason is really to see who can step up and who can make plays. As Malik Willis hits Christian Watson over the middle for the first down at the 1. All right, we're going to see who stands out. So far, nobody has really stand out in the backups, but again, we haven't had very many moments. As Zaire Barnes, unblocked from the linebacker spot, gets the sack. Packers now back to their 7-yard line. See here, Willis, is he going to run? He will. He's going to slide at the 2. So we're not going to have hardly any linebackers in the middle of the field. We'll see what happens here. Willis is going to try to roll out right, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. Malik Willis here in preseason. I don't like how my gamer tag shows up for no reason, even though I'm not playing online. Just 52 couldn't make that play enough. Couldn't make that play in time. We're back out on offense here with Taylor. Last time didn't go very well. They had a fumble. We're going to quick outside to Anaya Smith, who breaks the tackle. Jumps out of bounds. Rookie from Georgia gets 5. 2nd down and 5 here. Underneath to Malachi Corley, who breaks a tackle. Malachi Corley breaks another tackle. 2 broken tackles in that play for Malachi Corley, trying to get that wide receiver 3 spot potentially. We'll see who can step up. Oh my gosh, we have a wide open wide receiver, and it's underthrown. Now 2nd down and 10 here. What the fuck was that, Tyrod? Or Braylon Allen just ran right into Tyrod Taylor as he was. Jesus Christ, Braylon Allen, you're not making a good case to the RB2 right now. First you fumble, and you fucking intentionally hit our guy as he's throwing it. All right, that makes it 3rd down and 10 here. Ruckert is going to drop the ball. For Harrison Mevis. His kick is up, and it barely got in there. Oh my god. Okay, everybody just tackled our holder there. But we make it a 4-point game there. Alright, we're back out here in offense, 1st and 10. Now let's run it here with Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen's a big back. See what he can do there. Gets caught in some blocks, gets nothing. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god, we got absolutely destroyed there on that play. Tyrod Taylor took a big hit. This one should just be right down the middle. Harrison Mevis' kick is good. We cut it to a 1-point lead here. Our defense leads up. As you guys can tell, I'm not very good at this game. Again, this is like the first game I've ever played on this game. So if I'm a little rusty and I'm making really bad, how do you not pick that off, dude? 2nd goal from the 2. They're going empty again. Last time they did, Willis scrambled for the touchdown. We'll see how this goes this time. Willis is going to roll out left. There's nobody. I mean, I don't get why the linebacker sees Willis running and just continues to stand there like he's not going to run the ball. We blitzed. They somehow picked up 6 blitzers there. Packers in the end zone. Wick Willis is killing us with his legs right now. Now, we've turned the ball over 3 times. Yeah, that's the Jets' way. For some reason, Xavier McKinney's in the game here. Oh my gosh, got absolutely leveled. Oh my god, you see that? It's up. Boom! Absolutely leveled. Who was that? Hayes? I don't know who you are. But man, you just made a hell of a play. We're going to have Isaiah Davis. Inches short again. I thought he got that. 4th and inches coming. If we cannot get inches on this play. We have Beck. We have Stone Smart blocking. Give it to Allen. I don't get why he can't just truck through. I'm pressing up on the button, truck, and he's just not. Braylon Allen will check into the game. Come on, Braylon. Let's get in the end zone. Nope. Unblocked defensive lineman. How did that happen? Come on, let's get something here. We're going to pass. That could have been intercepted, but it's caught. Touchdown. Jeremy Ruckert. I thought that was going to get picked off for a second. But it's not, and we score. Packers turn the ball over again. There's been 6 turnovers in this game. Try to run Braylon Allen. He's not really breaking tackles, like, at all. He's 6'1", like 230. He just has yet to break a tackle. All right, we'll motion Ruckert here. We're gonna throw it to Ruckert. All right, cool. All right, 3rd down and 8. Yeah, we're sacked. Oh, we got hit as we threw. Mevis' field goal is good. Makes it 23-28. Look at that. Look how crisp that looks. I've gotten 3 turnovers, all in sim, by the way. I have not gotten any of these turnovers myself. Willis, what the hell are you doing? Could have easily picked that off, dude. All right, 1st and 10 here. Washington in motion. It's a screen to Watson. And we're going to make the tackle. Nice tackle here from Isaiah Oliver. The toss right side. We are all over that. We're going to lose some yards there. All right, we'll see Willis. We got time. Willis is going to run. Oh my God, we're getting killed with Willis. I don't know if that's running contain. But we'll see. It's a read option. Willis. Look, he's inches short. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. And Lloyd. We tried our best to carry him in the end zone there. He's not going to get it. But Green Bay is going to go for it here. If they don't get it, dude, we're going to be down at the 1. We're going to have to go 99 yards here. Willis, read option, keeps it. I mean, Willis is just... I think all their touchdowns have been scrambling touchdowns by quarterbacks. I think so. Read option, nobody went with Willis. And that's going to be the end of the game. We lose 35-23 here in preseason. Here we'll view player stats. See how our guys did. Tyrod Taylor went 15 of 27 at a touchdown, 2 picks. Justin Fields went 4 for 4 for 47 yards. Rushing wise, Braylon Allen 11 carries, 35 yards. Also had a fumble. Breece Hall 5 carries, 24 yards, touchdown. Taylor 4 carries, 19. Fields 2 carries, 10. Isaiah Davis had 1 carry for no yards. Malachi Corley led the team with 6 catches for 80 yards. Jeremy Ruckert had a touchdown. Braylon Allen 3 catches, 26. Arian Smith 2 catches, 11. 1 catch, 26 for Lazard. Blocking. Didn't allow very many sacks, but we got pressured a ton. Zaire Barnes and Isaiah Oliver had 2 TFLs. Jay Tufele, Brandon Stevens, Jamin Davis. Sacks, Zaire Barnes had our only sack. We had 3 interceptions. Chris Boyd, Quincy Williams, and Malachi Moore, the rookie from Bama, had 1. Pass deflect for Jamin Davis. No forced fumbles. Mevis went 3 for 3. That was preseason week 1 there against Green Bay. We get some coaching to learn how all things. This is a lot of new stuff to get. Like this, move the chains in progress. Unlocks. We unlocked play sheet, a new play sheet slot. We had a trade here. Apparently, Isaiah Likely gets traded to the Bills from the Ravens. So the Bills now have Dawson Knox, Dalton Kincaid, and now Isaiah Likely. So they're trying to build that tight end room, I guess. But we do have a position battle storyline. I'm assuming this is for Mason Taylor. I don't think he got a single catch in that game. But again, he did only play the first quarter, so it's kind of unfair. But we'll see what this one's about. We were looking for a lot more from you that game, Mason. Still a lot of growth needed, but you have time to grow. Keep your head up and keep grinding. I know I'm better than how I play out there, coach. I'll keep on it. Next time, review my film. I'll be ready to show what I'm capable of. That does not look like Mason Taylor at all. Okay, so the Ravens traded Isaiah Likely to the Bills. The Bills gave up a 2027 4th and 6th round pick. Oh, and the Bills traded Laviska Shenault, a 4th and a 6th for Isaiah Likely, and then Cam Jones for Chris Tonga trade straight up. So we'll jump into this next preseason game here against the Giants. We're out here starting on defense with this. The newly signed Russell Wilson for the Giants will be their starter as he slings it over the middle of Darius Slayton. He catches that on Ahmad Gardner. But it's 1st and 10 now here for Russell Wilson. Is he going to cook? We're going to see. We get no pressure. Almost intercepted by Gardner. This Giants offensive line is not good. As we can see, Derek Nottie with a huge loss of 3 there. Our strength of our defense is definitely our defensive line. We have, I'd say, one of the best D tackles in the game, Quinton Williams. We have some solid edge rushers in Will McDonald and now superstar Jermaine Johnson. As Wilson would complete that tackle there by Tony Adams. See what Wilson will do here in 4th and 4. Russell Wilson, oh, wide open, touchdown. There is Slayton. That was man coverage. Ahmad Gardner is getting torched right now by Darius Slayton right now. What the heck is happening? He's wide open too. So we're going to put us here on 3rd and 1. We're going to try to run for this. I don't know. They have Dexter Lawrence. I don't know. We'll do this. We'll do this. Outside, Garrett Wilson. Easy pitch and catch. It's 3rd and 3. What can we do here? The Giants have some good edge rushers. Pass rushers now. As we're going to hit Garrett Williams again. Move the chains there. Garrett Wilson, I meant. Sorry. Fields underneath. Lazard throws a little behind him. Yeah, that was a predetermined keep there, as we're going to lose 5 on that one. I don't know what plays are. I can't see the fucking thing. All right, play action. Oh, he's going to be open. Jeremy Ruckert with another tough catch. Oh my gosh, Ruckert's makes some pretty tough catches here in this preseason. Look at that. No room of error. Who's that, Carter? What's his first name? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking so hard. 1st and goal here. Oh, it's play action, and they hit Tyron Tracy. Wide open touchdown, Giants. What we can do. Fields, that's an awful throw. What the fuck was that? Anyways, they're going to have us kick a 55-yard field goal here with Harrison Mevis. We're going to try this field goal, and Mevis' kick is good. Mevis nailed that 55-yarder. I got 14-10, barely snuck that in. So maybe 55 is his range, or is his limit. We'll see what we can do here. Try screen to Breece Hall, and not even blocked there. All right, glad we did that. Fields lob to Garrett Williams, who's got it. Garrett Williams beats Cordell Flott, and Garrett Williams is going to take this to the house. I keep saying Garrett Williams. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Williams is the corner from Arizona. If this guy's going to be a monster, I'm going to have to get his name right. Garrett Wilson. One-on-one coverage with Cordell Flott. Justin Fields took a chance on him. He makes the Giants pay. Look at that. Fields just lofts it. Perfect ball right to Garrett Wilson. Cordell Flott had no chance. There we go. Backups are now in. Looks like they're going to have Jameis Winston in instead of Jackson Dart. As he's going to launch it deep. It's caught. Oh my gosh. All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants. Winston wearing number 19 just looks wrong. Like, wearing number 19 as a quarterback now just looks wrong as we over-pursue on Singletary. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. They're going to run it up the middle. Singletary bounces it left and scores. Giants take the lead back. Big fan of that. Tyrod Taylor, yeah, just didn't have time there. Tried to hit the deep shot. Just pressured by Roy Robertson Harris. Winston has enough protection. Tries to roll it right and is sacked by Michael Clemens. Third down and 10 here. Can we get that to him? And we do to Malachi Corley. So it keeps it going. Cordell Flott again on coverage. So maybe we have to target Cordell Flott in coverage. But yeah, it's 1st and 10 here. We're going to run here. Braylon Allen just can't run over Dane Belton. It's got to be a big bruising monster that just runs everybody over. As we're going to get that out to Malachi Gibson. They're on the flat route. Gets 9 yards there. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Try left side here. 3rd inches. Toss left side. Braylon Allen is going to be a yard short there. Keep you sneak. 4th and 1. We're going to go for it here. Braylon Allen gets enough for the 1st down. 2nd and 10 here. Tyrod tried to scramble. There's nothing there. It's 3rd down and 12 now. All right, we need a big gain here. We need a big gain, big gain, big gain, big gain, big gain, big gain. Oh my gosh, we got it. Sails. Absolutely sails him. The game, this is the game right here. See what can happen. Tyrod Taylor's going to try to move. Yeah, I felt like we had a better chance trying to run for the 1st down rather than passing it. Couldn't work out. And we have an injury. And we fall to 0-2 here in preseason, falling to the Giants 21-17. Justin Fields, another pretty good game. 12 of 17, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. Taylor went 5 of 15. Not very good rushing wise. Braylon Allen, 9 carries, 7 yards. Justin Fields just couldn't run the ball at all. This Giants D-line is really good with Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence. Couldn't really get a run game established. Receiving, though, Garrett Wilson, 4 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown. Had the 85-yarder. Alan Lazard, 4 catches, 41. Xavier Gibson, 3 catches, 45. Some guys with 1. Jamie Ruckert had the 1 catch for 10 and a touchdown. Mason Taylor got a touchdown, or got a catch. Sack led by Marquise Hayes. TFL's 2 for Clemens, 1 or 2. 1 for Clemens, 1 for Noddy. Sacks, 1 for Clemens, 1 for Quinn Williams. Interception from Azariah Thomas. There we go. No pass deflections. Mevis was 1 for 1. There's special team stuff. And we're going to go 0-2 in preseason to start thing. Or in this preseason. So we should be getting the tight end 2 spot. I guess we'll go possession here. I don't like how there's no sound. He gets +4 short route. All right, and we have another storyline here. Hey, Coach, been thinking about my development. I don't want this to be the last look I get at earning the starting spot. I'm bringing in a personal coach. What should I work on? I think you should work on receiving. Working your hands. Being a big target in the red zone will be huge for this team. On it, Coach. I'll touch base later this season for evaluation. All right, so we're going to get some training there with Mason Taylor. All right, here in week 3 of the preseason, we have a trainer talk. Storyline here. Hey, Coach, heading with the regular season around the corner, I want to talk to you about how we can help with injuries. Don't forget, you're setting the weekly strategy to utilize our abilities to affect the player's health. Healing Accelerator can help players return from the injuries faster. Practice Protector keeps players healthy during the week. Limiting injuries from training. Probable status shift can help push borderline players into available statuses for game day. Interesting. I don't know. It's such a big impact on the team. We do what we can. So the role healing factor. Players heal faster. Practice protector. Injury prevention. Let's go injury prevention. That seems like the one that makes the most sense. Let's work on preventing injuries from even occurring. Glad to hear your team here. Appreciate you taking the time to reach out. On defense, we have Ahmad Gardner who's going to be out with a back strain. Okay. That hopefully shouldn't be a long-term injury, but we have some more upgrades here. For Andre Cisco, Arian Smith, Zaire Barnes. We'll go run support. here for Cisco. As he gets +2 to awareness, block shed, +2 hit power, +2 tackle, +1 to catching. We have Arian Smith, the wide receiver from Georgia. He's got 94 speed. He's got blazing speed, but he's the classic fast wide receiver who can't catch the ball. But once he catches it, it could be a big play. So I definitely want to get catching up, which I guess would be the slot archetype. He gets +2 to catching traffic, +2 release, +1 to catching, +1 to short. So your Barnes, Leonard, Taylor, I guess we'll just auto upgrade these guys. Don't really care too much for those guys anyways. Back training week to week. So we probably should be back before the regular season. So the Stars will play 3 quarters. We'll probably just play the moments here, yeah. We gotta snap the ball here. Come on, Taylor, let's hurry up. Let's hit Mason Taylor for 3 yards. We're gonna motion Mason Taylor again. We're gonna hit Josh Reynolds for the big game. They're getting us to the 30-yard line, converting on 3rd down. Let's go a little play action. We're going to try Garrett Wilson one-on-one. Nice deflection from DeJean. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Underneath to Garrett Wilson. Breaks a tackle. Gets the 1st down. We're going to get outside there. Breece Hall jukes. Gets 8. Nice pickup there, Breece Hall. 3rd and 1 there, loading the box. So let's try. That's not who I thought was running the streak. Let's try Garrett Wilson one-on-one with Cooper DeJean. Oh my gosh, he burns him instantly. Garrett Wilson cooks Cooper DeJean. It is in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Look at Garrett Wilson. Instantly beats Cooper DeJean. Just ran right past him, and he's in the end zone again. Garrett Wilson showing out in this preseason. Him and Justin Fields have a special connection. They were teammates in college. Justin Fields has a lot of experience throwing to Garrett Wilson, which is maybe a big reason why the Jets went out and got Justin Fields. We'll see what we can do here. 3 handoff, Saquon Barkley just runs over a bunch of guys there, gets the 1st down. I wish Braylon Allen could do that, bro. It is Saquon Barkley. Handoff Saquon up the middle. Down at the 1. Run the 1 here. We could do, and we get there with Quentin Williams. Nice tackle. Loss of 2. Second to go from the 3. See what the Eagles can do here over the middle. It's caught A.J. Brown. Gonna roll out left here. Gonna try to scramble with Fields. I just thought Campbell was gonna stay there a little longer, so I only got 4 yards. So 4-yard gain for Fields. We're gonna have to utilize his scrambling ability a lot here in this year. We're gonna hit Garrett Wilson short for the 1st down. Gets lit up by Nakobe Dean. Yeah, left guard John Simpson's been not very good. We're going to give them Mason Taylor for the 1st down gain on 3rd and 10. Screen to Breece Hall, not Bryce Hall. He was a Jets corner. 3rd and 1 here. There's nobody over the middle. And how do we not get a 1st down on that play? Mevis's kick is up and good. Gives us the lead here, 10-0. Or not 10-0, 10-7. All right, 3rd down and 9. Leave up the field. Alan Lazard holds on. 1st down, Jets. Alert motion to. Gotta roll out with Fields. Fields breaks the tackle. Justin Fields will get the 1st down and out of bounds at the 9. Big run there by Fields. We're to keep with Fields. That time that does not work. Garrett Wilson sails it, but there is a flag. It looks like that's going to be pass interference there. I'm assuming it's Sidney Brown there on the coverage. To give Brees Hall in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. You're taking the lead here. Late in the third quarter. 5 seconds left. See what they're going to do. It's a screen to Saquon Barkley. He's got some blocks. Breaks the tackle. And is finally brought down at the 4. Eagles, are they going to snap it before the fourth quarter? We'll see. And they're going to take it to the fourth quarter. Let the backups come in and try to finish off this drive. 2nd and 3. Handoff. Swarm him. Finally, we brought him down. Defense. All right, McCord. Throws it short, then he's wide open. Touchdown. Who is that? Terrence Marshall wearing 46. That is disgusting. He click in a little bit. Yeah, that's not going to work out. 3rd one, it's going to be a huge loss. Loss of 15. 3rd and 14. McCord has time. McCord's going to run. Oh my gosh, we're going to allow a third fucking 14, and they get it. We're down at 6. Defense. Come on, 3rd down 6. Let's stop him here. Over the middle. Wide open. 1st down. Come on, baby. And off Will Shipley. Nice tackle with the really big guy. 3rd and 14. Come on, defense. He's going to loft it deep. Shipley cannot hold on to it. Kick is good. It makes it 20-17 Philly. And they have nobody in the middle of the field. So O-line can block here. Nice little call. Allen picks up the 1st down. We're going to go hurry up here. 2nd down. Or 1st down and 10. Cook. Poorly. We're going to go hurry up again. How I like about this. 2nd and 4. Cook is going to try to... Oh, fuck! How do I spike it? Oh, fuck. I was going to... That may look stupid, but I swear to God, I was trying to throw it to the guy on the... I was trying to throw it square on the run, and I accidentally pressed square, and then just dove at nothing here. Yeah, it's going to be the game. Yeah, I really fucked up that drive. I don't know what the spike button is. I swear to God, they change it every year, the spike. But, yeah, we go 0-3 here in preseason. Yeah, that's my fault. I was trying to throw on the run to score the circle, and I accidentally pressed square, and then he just dove at nothing. So, how he did. Just Fields, 15 of 23, 200 yards and a touchdown. He's looked pretty good in preseason so far. Brady Cook went 1 of 3 for 6. Jared Taylor 1 of 1 for 6 yards. Rushing, Brees Hall just haven't been able to run the ball. Braylon Allen had 5.2 yards per carry. Tyrod Taylor had a fumble. Receiving, Alan Lazard, 4 catches, 38 yards, a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 4 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown. He's been great. Mason Taylor finally made a decent impact. 3 catches, 32 yards. Sacks allowed, so we had none. TFLs, we had 2 for Moore, 2 for Quinton Williams. Sacks, good one for Tyler Barron. Pass deflection, we had 2 for Quincy Williams. Harrison Mevis, 1 for 1. Punting. Return. There we go. Idea of what can work in game and what can't work in game, and who's going to make the roster, and what the game plan is going to be going into these games. We have an upgrade here for Armand Membu. I want to get a little bit better in running, so let's go power for Membo here. He gets +1 lead block, +1 pass block power, +2 run block power. We missed the field goal all preseason, so let's go kick power. I want to get just some pluses to kick power here. We get +3 kick accuracy. Okay, he's up to 70 kick accuracy. And Jamin Davis can upgrade whatever you want, buddy. All right, now we're going to have to cut some players. We're going to cut 22 players on the roster. But you know what? We'll check out the preseason stats. We look at Justin Fields the preseason, 31 to 44, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 70% completion percentage. Tyrod Taylor, 21 of 43, a touchdown, 2 picks, 48% complete percentage. Brady Cook went 1 for 3, 6 yards. Rushing, Braylon Allen, 25 carries, 68 yards. Yards per carry was really bad in the preseason, but he also had a fumble. Brees Hall had 2 rushing touchdowns. Isaiah Davis, I guess, had 1 carry, 0 yards. Receiving, Garrett Wilson had a really good preseason. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Garrett Wilson had over 190 yards, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alan Lazard over 100 yards. Malachi Corley over 100 yards. Jerry Ruckert had 2 receiving touchdowns. Blocking, it said we only allowed 1 sack. Marquise Hayes, but we allowed a lot of pressure. Defensively, Isaiah Oliver led the team with 11 tackles. Also, the team with 3 TFLs. Wow, he's really good. TFLs. My night's going good with my stream. Just, you know, nice little stream, nice little calm stream. But sacks, Quinnen Williams, Zaire Barnes, Michael Clemens, and Tyler Barron all had 1. We had 4 interceptions. Quincy Williams, Azarea Thomas, Chris Boyd, Malachi Moore had interceptions, deflections for Quincy Williams and Jamin Davis. Mevis went 5 for 5. Austin McNamara, all right. Xavier Gibson, they're all right. But Justin Fields looked pretty good in this preseason game. Okay, so let's just go down position by position. At quarterback, we have Brady Cook, Tyler Taylor, just Fields. Unless we have to make a cut, I think these are just going to be our quarterbacks. At running back, here's Zach Evans, Kenny Nwangwu. Nwangwu had a few returns. Donovan Edwards. Zach Evans, he didn't play at all, so we're gonna cut him. Moving on to the wide receivers, we have a ton of wide receivers that just didn't even play. Starting with Quentin Skinner, we're gonna cut Quentin Skinner. We're gonna cut Brandon Smith. We're gonna cut Irvin Charles. We're gonna cut Pokey Wilson. Tyler Johnson. Not really a big fan of Tyler. We'll cut Tyler Johnson. Here and cut Gus Hartwig. We're gonna go here and we're gonna cut Kingsley Jonathan. Move Braden McGregor to the practice squad. We're gonna go ahead here and move Leonard Taylor to the practice squad. We're gonna cut Byron Cowart. We're gonna move Jarek Converse to the practice squad here. We have 10 more players to cut. All right, we're gonna cut here Kenny Nwangwu. I know he's got 93 speed, but the only reason I'd keep him is for kicking punt returns, and he only returned like 1 kick. So I think we're gonna go here. We're gonna cut Kenny Nwangwu here. Wide receiver here, we're gonna move Demir Miller down to the practice squad. All right, our next cut is gonna be Stone Smart here. We're gonna carry 3 tight ends. I just like Zach Kuntz. He's got good height, 6'7", 85 speed. Here we're gonna cut Xavier Newman. I know we're gonna have 1 left guard, but I think that Marquise Hayes played good. He had that 1 nice block. I think we're just gonna move him to left guard. All right, we're gonna move here Aaron Smith to the practice squad, and we're gonna move Marcelo McCrary Ball to the practice squad. All right, one of our next cuts here, we're gonna cut Eric Watts. All right, one of our last 3 cuts here, we're gonna cut Chris Boyd. All right, and then I think we're gonna actually end up moving Donovan Edwards down to the practice squad, and we have to make one more cut here. And then I think our last cut here is gonna be Jay Tufele. And that's going to be the 53-man roster here heading into week 1, where we will play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here, and we're going to sign Siahi Ika here to the practice squad. He's got 90 strength, 79 block shedding. He's just going to be a potential guy that could become a potential nose tackle, potential type player for us. Yeah, we're going to add Jalinx Hunt here to the practice squad. I'm surprised he was cut. I mean, he made a few nice plays in the Super Bowl. Kind of an underrated player on the Eagles, but he's available here. We're going to assign him to our practice squad. Charlie Jones is a player that is available that we are going to sign to our practice squad. And we're going to sign Ricky Stromberg here to the practice squad. All right, and we are going to sign a QB here. We're going to sign Max Duggan here from the practice squad. He's been doing decent down in the XFL. Forgot that was even the league. All right, that's going to round out our practice squad here. It looks nice. We got some nice players that could be key contributors, like Charlie Jones is a really good return man. Jalinx Hunt could be a nice depth edge rush piece. Ika could be a nice situational D tackle. I like our practice squad right now. But we'll go ahead here and go to week 1. All right, we're here in week 1, but that's where we're gonna go ahead here and end episode 1 of the New York Jets franchise. The next episode, we'll start with week 1 against Steelers. If we're losing by a lot or we're getting blown out, I'll probably end up playing 2 games. I don't know if you guys want me to do game by game for Madden, or if you guys want me to do it like college football, where I play 2 games a week, where I play the moments in one of the week games and then play the full game of the next. Let me know, but hope you guys are excited for Jets franchise, and I will try, keyword try, to hopefully make this last longer than half a season, like Madden 25 did. But I hope you guys enjoyed part 1. Part 2 will be up soon. I'm going to be switching college football 25, college football 26, Madden 26, flip flop. We'll do, so next video will be college football 26 video, and then Madden, college football 26, Madden, college football 26, Madden. It'll just kind of flip up from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed and are ready for the series, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.